Fareeha was always known as the good student. Always on time, always prepared, the teacher's pet, the one with the perfect notes. But one day something changed. It all started when Fareeha woke up late. Her alarm didn't go off, thanks to her little brother playing with it the night before. And she rushed to school, barely making it in time for the first class. When she entered, everyone was already settled, and there she was, out of breath, flustered, and late. The principal, Mr. Johnstone, noticed her from the back of the room. He had a stern face, one that wasn't too fond of lateness. "Fareeha," he said as she quietly walked in. "Is this how we behave in this school now? Being late? A student of your caliber should know better." He made sure everyone heard it, and Fareeha, who was always perfect, felt her pride take a little hit. "I'm sorry, sir. It won't happen again," she said, trying to brush it off. But that's where the seed was planted. The next day she woke up late again. And the next day. And the next. Every time she went to school late, she thought about Mr. Johnstone's harsh words. What did he know? He didn't even ask why she was late. He didn't even care that it was because her younger brother was sick and she had to make sure he was all right before leaving. He just saw the action, being late, and didn't care about the reason behind it. Why do I even try? Fareeha thought. This is unfair. By the end of that week, something in her had snapped. She wasn't going to let him get to her. She started showing up late every day, just to prove that she wasn't his perfect student anymore. She started taking holidays. One here, two there. After all, what was the point of going to school if no one cared about the reasons behind things? Her friends Sarah and Liam noticed the change. Sarah, the voice of reason, said, "Fareeha, you're the best student in the school. What's going on?" Fareeha shrugged. I don't know. I feel like I'm treated like a robot, doing everything by the book, but no one ever notices the hard work behind it. What's the point?" Liam, who always had a sarcastic side, added, "Well, at least you're not getting detention." They both laughed, but deep down they knew something was off. Days turned into weeks, and Fareeha's behavior didn't change. She was becoming known for being the rebel. The one who didn't care. The one who showed up late and took time off. But deep inside, Fareeha was trying to deal with something bigger. She missed the understanding, the empathy she once felt from her school. But Mr. Johnstone's words kept echoing in her head. Then one day Fareeha came into school and found out that Mr. Johnstone had passed away suddenly. The news hit her hard. She didn't know how to feel. The anger she had towards him, the rebellion she had shown, all of it felt pointless now. At the end of the year, on the last day of school, the principal's legacy was discussed in the assembly. Fareeha had always been quiet, but this time she couldn't hold back. She stood up and shared her story. "I wasn't always a rebel," she began. "I loved school. I loved being on time, doing my best. But one day I made a mistake, and instead of asking me why, I was judged. My principal, Mr. Johnstone, didn't ask about my life, he just saw what was in front of him. And that hurt me." He paused, looking around the room. "But the truth is, I think about him every day. And I think he was just trying to do his job. He didn't understand, but that's okay. We all have things we don't understand. He taught me a lesson about responsibility, and that's something I'll always carry with me." The room fell silent. Some of the students had tears in their eyes as Fareeha's words hit home. She wasn't just the rebel anymore. She was the student who learned from her mistakes, the one who found meaning in something small and turned it into a life lesson. By the end of the assembly, Fareeha wasn't just applauded for her grades anymore. She was respected for her courage, for speaking her truth, and for giving her principal the tribute he deserved, even after his passing. Fareeha had learned the most important lesson. It wasn't about always being perfect or always following the rules. It was about understanding the reasons behind things, finding empathy, and accepting that everyone has a story, even the people who seem to judge us.